the marketing department at Alltrust Credit Union, formerly Southern Mass. The last time I shared a video, we were right in the middle of phase 1, and now you can see with the name change and our new brand why we chose some of the colors that we chose for the building. Really couldn't talk about it too much in my last video because we hadn't announced it yet, and we wanted to be sure we got it out to the membership first before we really started announcing it publicly. But you can see our new logo has been installed behind the teller line, and now you know why we chose red and gray as our primary colors for this Fairhaven renovation. So I'm going to take you around. Part of the building is complete now that phase 1 is done, and phase 2 has begun, so there's still more construction going on. So I'm going to take you around and show you the different areas of the credit union and talk a little bit about how we incorporated the brand into the Fairhaven renovation. Okay, so I'm here at the front door walking in, and you can see our new teller line is up and running. It's been up and running for a couple of weeks now. The reception desk is in place, and the teller line with the drive-up tubes is operational. There's still some work to be done in this lobby. Like I said, we are in phase 2, but there are some things that aren't going to be completed in the lobby because of some demolition that still needs to occur, some offices that need to be built up in that area, some demolition that needs to take place on this side of the building. We're not replacing the carpets yet. We're going to do that at the very end, so that way when we're tracking things back and forth and bringing things into the building and demolishing certain offices and constructing certain offices, that we're not ruining the new carpet. But you can see this is our new teller line. We have the new logo up on the wall. We have a paint mask on that red wall showing our symbol. And you can see all of the millwork has been completed, and we are using this as our teller line. I'm going to come around this way. Our safe deposit box area is still over here and will remain over here. It just needs to be renovated. But I want to come around this way because last time I did a video, the teller line was still over here on this side, and already we're only maybe 2 weeks into phase 2. They have removed the former teller line, and they have already started constructing walls for the new offices that will be over here on this side of the building. On this side of the building, where that void used to be, where you could look down from the second floor onto the first floor, you can see there is already some offices and some workroom space that has been completed. I mean, I'm going to go all the way around the building, but I'm just going to continue this way. This used to be a locked room for the teller work area. It's being renovated into someone's office. There is already a completed office on this side of the building, as well as another completed office on this side of the building. And you get to see why we chose some of the colors, the reds and the grays, to go along with our new brand. And then come around. This is going to be somebody's office. It is still under construction. This is the back door. And previously, you used to be able to see from the back of the building to the front of the building, and as you can see, we're utilizing this space for offices and cubicles. We do have a conference room on the first floor that is about complete, kind of using it as storage right now until the entire building is done. But you can see there's wallpaper in here, as well as a TV screen for meetings to share content and for those that may be attending virtually. So this is one conference room on the first floor. I'm going to come back around and I'm going to show you an office that has been completed on the first floor. And that is right over here. It is unoccupied at the moment, so we're using it as needed for people that need to come in and use an office. We do still have some folks that are working remote due to the renovations, but you can see the red wall. Just about every office has a red wall, and some offices also have this wallpaper. but you can see this office already has the new carpet installed with the new furniture setup. That will be pretty much what every office looks like in the building. So I'm going to leave this office and come around this way. So you can see this space here is part of phase 2 and is being renovated. Walls are going up for cubicles and for closets. And then as we continue to come down this hallway here, we're back on the other side of the teller line. So you can see a little bit closer up of the curved wall, the logo on the wall, and I hope my camera is picking up on the paint mask. And taking a look from this end, and that is the member entrance. I'm going to take you upstairs, show you the second floor, show you the new boardroom, so you can get a look at some of the other areas in the building that are under construction as part of phase 2. Stepping off the elevator, go right into this hallway. You can see these new windows that were installed do let in a great amount of light, and that's the view onto Alden Road. Coming around this way, we do have some office spaces that have been completed. There are 2 right here. Both of them are being occupied by various departments. And then you can see as we continue around, there is still a lot of construction to do. Phase 1 is completed and they have already started on phase 2. They've done a lot of demolition, they've done a lot of installing framing of the walls, but there are still some more demolition to do as we move along in phase 2. This was previously somebody's office and it's just being updated to the new plans. And then if you come around this way, this was the boardroom. The boardroom was from this wall here through 1, 2, 3 sets of walls that have already been constructed for a new office space. And if you look across the hall there, that room there, which I'll go into in a minute, is our new boardroom. So as we continue to come down, this I believe is going to be a closet that is framed out, and behind that closet is going to be somebody's office. This is going to be a workspace, and this is an office. So as you can see, the boardroom, which was there, and all the way to this temporary wall right here, is now being renovated to include 1, 2, 3 offices, I believe, and a workspace. As you come down this way, down this hallway and around the corner, there are a couple of completed areas with offices that people are able to work in. This room right here is where we are temporarily using for storage. And if you continue down the hallway here, again, another closet being framed for storage, and then this is, I believe, 3 more office spaces. We're temporary walls. We still have windows that need to be replaced, but a lot of work going on, a lot more work still going on with the HVAC system. And then as we continue down this hallway here, the employee lounge is being demolished, if you will. There are countertops that have already been removed so that this area can be remodeled as well. Okay, so we are leaving the employee lounge, and I'm going to come back around and go into the boardroom, the new boardroom. For those of you that have visited Fairhaven or have seen the other videos, this boardroom was constructed over that opening that used to look down onto the first floor of Fairhaven. As you can see, we utilized that space to design our boardroom. So you can see here on one side of the boardroom we have a screen installed so that we can conduct meetings and share information and hold virtual meetings as well. Then there's a nice long boardroom table, and then on the other end of the room as well, we have 2 more screens so that we can share information. And our logo is on the wall back there on our red color. Get a look at the lighting. There are speakers installed dropping from the ceiling there so that we can all hear each other, especially for those people that may be on a virtual or Zoom call. Okay, so I wanted to come into one of the completed areas on the 2nd floor so you can see what some of the cubicle spaces look like, as well as what one of the office spaces looks like. We used a lot of our new red color in the building. And I'm just going to come around here and give you a kind of a brief overview of what our cubicle space looks like. You can see the carpet and the cubicle and that back wall being our red color. We incorporated a lot of the new brand into the building. Okay, so I wanted to come around to the outside just to show that some progress has been made in the drive-up area as well. From a previous video, I had mentioned that we are reconfiguring our drive-up lanes. So as of just a couple of days ago, this first lane here is now our ATM lane. And then these 2 lanes, lane 2 and 3, are now drive-up lanes. We are in the process of getting some new signs that are going to be installed later on today. And the current ATM machine that is still around this way does need to be dismantled and removed, but this lane is a drive-up lane. Okay, so I'm back on the 1st floor in the lobby area. We are very happy with how everything is coming out so far. We are super excited to have the teleline right in the front of the building. The first thing members and customers and prospects see when they walk in is our teller line with our folks ready to greet and help members and customers as they come in. Saw a little bit of the 2nd floor as well as the boardroom and how we are configuring the drive-up lanes with the ATM now being on the inside of the building. I hope you are enjoying this video series. We will have a couple of more because again, we just are in the beginning of phase 2. There is also the outside of the building that's being renovated, which I plan to dedicate the next video to more showing of the outside and a little bit of the inside as phase 2 progresses and comes along. So as I mentioned, I do have a couple more videos planned. Please subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified of upcoming videos, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.